Hey, today I'm going to tell you about a few different places that you can get used EU and Legends books at a crazy good price. Alright, so the first one here I think is extremely underrated. This is PangoBooks. There's an app that you can use, and I find EU books in crazy good condition for dollars. So cheap. Like, it's disproportionately cheap compared to everything else, and I don't really see many people buying, but there's a decent amount selling on there. So I encourage you, go to PangoBooks, download the app, get a bunch. It functions a lot like eBay, except it's all buy now instead of any bidding. It's seriously awesome. That's where I've gotten probably upwards of 80 books from PangoBooks. Second, this one's maybe a no-brainer, eBay. But specifically, I look at Thrift Books, the store Thrift Books on eBay, because a lot of times they have like buy 3, get 1 free, or they have like if you buy 4 or 5, you get a certain percentage off. They have a lot of details. They have hundreds of thousands of books all the time, and I find tons of great Star Wars books that are really overlooked. Sometimes it's a mixed bag because you just get the ISBN, so you don't know the exact condition, but I've never had a single problem with one of their books. In addition to that, eBay lots. Look up Star Wars EU book lot or Star Wars book lot, and maybe you're going to buy 15-20 books at a time. Maybe some are duplicates or not, but it'll actually roll into this next place that you can get books on a budget. So independent bookstores are absolutely awesome for buying books, and if you've been buying stuff in lots, this is a great place where you can go and sell these books for store credit so that you can get more books. Sure, you could go to Barnes & Noble and get the Essential Legends collection, and you can get all that, but go to independent bookstores. I have some of my favorites that I go to. You can even look up sci-fi bookstores. I typically find that the smaller the better because they have a more curated selection, and if they don't have Star Wars, that's okay, but strike a conversation up with the owner or just talk to one of the employees, and you never know what you'll find. So then we have online communities, whether it's Facebook groups or Discord communities. There's a place for everybody where you can find like-minded people who are going forward in the same goal. Like my wife and I, Mrs. Two Star Wars and I, have a goal of collecting every pre-Disney Star Wars adult and young adult novel. And along that journey, we just keep telling people that. So many people have actually sent us books for free, or have even bought books from them because they're like, hey, I have a bunch. We even just had a friend of the family over on 4th of July, and it's not through an online community, but they saw all our Star Wars books and a conversation took place, and they took some of our duplicates, and we're going to get some of theirs. And so you never know what people have. So nerd out. Don't be ashamed to join communities and start talking about what you're looking for. Goodwill is another awesome place that you can find these books cheap and discounted. You never know what you're going to find. Typically when I go, I hit up 3 or 4 Goodwills in a day, and Goodwill's just a thrift store if it's not Goodwill around you. There's like Savers and some different things like that. But go to those thrift stores like Goodwill and just look. Sometimes I just find somebody's dumped their whole collection, and I find crazy good things. And do not neglect the children's book area, because so many times those young adult books for Star Wars are popped right in there. Library sales, I think, are maybe one of the most overlooked places to get books. My local library actually has a continual sale, both in the library and at an off-site location. And I know every time I go in there, I'm going to find Star Wars books. But a couple times a year, they have these library sales, and I find so many Star Wars books. I go the first day, and I get pretty much everything I can. And then I typically go the last day, because usually they have a $5 book bag. You just fill the bag for $5, and you get a bunch of books. And that's how you can amass a lot really quickly. Even if they're duplicates, you can sell them, or you can give them away to other people so that they can kickstart their collection. So check out your local library, see what they're selling. So hopefully one of these helps. Let me know down in the comments, maybe something that you like doing when you're looking for used Star Wars books. I guarantee you won't break the bank doing this. You'll save a ton of money, and it's a lot of fun. It's all about the hunt. But with that, I'm Mr. Two Star Wars Nerds, and may the Force be with you always. Hey, so we just wanted to tell you really quickly that we have a way that you can support our channel, obviously subscribing and liking and commenting are all free. But if you want to support us financially, we actually have a Patreon membership page. And so if you didn't know, kind of the long journey we've been on is for the better half of more than a year. We've been trying to be monetized. We've had all the metrics hit, and YouTube has rejected us over and over and over and over and over again.
Yes.
And for this very simple thing, they say that our content is reused content. And so what we decided to do is give up on trying to be monetized ever through YouTube, because
it's a waste of time.
Yeah, we've definitely hit a brick wall there. But if you want to support things like the Book Club podcast or just future episodes, just help us produce more, we have some different options there.